It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And tonight it'll be Seattle going up against Utah.
Welcome, fans. Thanks. Now it's ended down to tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. You're seeing some guys who are role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with two things. First, the offseason work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the offseason does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better believe you can contribute. So it's, yes, it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Clint Capella is out there with Rudy Gay. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Rose in at the 2 guard. Jackson kicks to Capella. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Here's Seattle. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And, you know, they knew what they wanted to do going in, and, boy, were they efficient and effective.
Absolutely. They were humming all game long. Every shot seemed to come so naturally to them tonight.
And Rose throws it down.
Well, Rose loves to get out into open space in transition, that extra space to work, lay it in.
Jackson against Paul. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And no good. Good work defensively by Capella. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Now here's Beasley. 8 points his last outing. And that one, good.
This guy's an absolute beast. You see the power and the soft touch that LeBron James combines in his game. Wow.
When you go up against the Jazz, Doris, you can expect a deliberate game, a slowed down game.
Oh, there's no question, Kevin. Think last year they were bottom 5 in pace, and 2 years ago they were dead last. So this is a team that takes its time offensively, takes advantage of the shot clock, and just continues to work their offense to seek the most advantageous matchup.
For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jackson dishes to Gay. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Beasley. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And it's 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And again, Utah running the court in transition. Here's Gay. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Utah. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got his first basket.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. 5 on the clock. Here's Gay. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he...
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Jazz out in front, up by 4. And And back in a moment as we'll get underway with...
The worst I've ever heard was my...
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
Beasley is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Jordan. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for Utah. They lead by 4. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Pass to LeBron, over Rose. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Paul. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
Well, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Capella kicks to Antetokounmpo. That's good. He's 5 for 9. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Here's Capella. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Paul outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Tipped away. Now Paul. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
In the corner, it's James. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Utah with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. Gay outside. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray. Gay's got 5 points so far.
And Gay is quick at getting his shot off. Can't give this guy any separation, even as the pass is coming his way.
And the basket by Gordon.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Jackson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Connects on the 9-footer. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Paul passes to James, and that one is good.
We call that turn the lights out because LeBron, from that range, put as many bodies on him as you want. It doesn't matter.
Jazz leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gay. Now here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Seattle with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. James in the post, working on Rose. Hit his leg, and it's being called a kickball. Here's Beasley. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And that's it for the first half of action. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hayek, it was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because the game could come down to just a few key possessions.
And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
So on the floor for Utah, Reggie Jackson out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Rudy Gay. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Capella in at the center. Jazz leading by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. So many aspects go into developing, Doris, a winning team, coaching players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture, though. That makes so much sense. Antetokounmpo against Beasley. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 14 points for him.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing here by 8. And it's Paul penetrating. Gordon trying to break loose. The shot by Paul, no good.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
And so James will bring it up for Seattle. It's stolen by Capella. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
That's the aggressiveness of Derrick Rose, a guy who is relentless when he wants to attack, trying to bend your will to his.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Here's Paul. Good, and the assist goes to James. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
The defense getting a little lazy there. You can't give him those shots. He'll make you pay every time.
To the inside, Rose throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play.
What's up?
It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Not only can he make plays for others, he can take it upon himself to finish.
The shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Paul missing. Jazz leading by 13. Jackson in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
LeBron drives in, and LeBron throws it down.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
And here's Utah. They're on a 16-6 run. LeBron against Rose. Six to shoot. Jackson has the open look from outside off the mark. Seattle trails by 14. Here's Here's LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. Passes it to Capella. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Capella. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Paul outside over Jackson. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Utah with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Our activity defensively has been...
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Paul, Gordon out there with Beasley. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's LeBron in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Lobs it up for Jordan. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
James looking around. It's good.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Gay dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Gay. And finished off by Gay.
And you can't fall asleep on Gay, even for a second. When you do, he's as high there for the alley-oop.
Seattle calls timeout. You know a skill that doesn't show up in the box score? The drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Jackson kicks to Rose. Back to Jackson. Now the pass to Capella. Here's Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Paul finds James. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 18 points for LeBron.
Fierce. That is what I would call how he came off that pick and roll situation. LeBron wins once more with his aggressiveness.
Right side Rose. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. You think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game. They got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocked.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Are you messing with my mind? 'Cause I just wanna make a grown man cry.